very, very important.
No,
It is
that's
not
not
enough
it. That's not what I want.
Bad basketball. The refs killed the game, and I will be the
This
first
is
to
awful,
admit.
too.
Texans who will forever regret passing on Johnny
Is that serious
Manziel.
right now?
Oh, Golden Boy's coming back.
And he wants to come back.
Dancing with the Stars?
And
Dancing with the Stars?
he called out Conor McGregor.
Oh, shit.
No. That's
God,
true.
no.
Yes.
Hey,
It's a true
motherfucker.
story.
This I can get into.
All right. Is Chris?
Yeah, my mic is on. Welcome to Scout Team
Chris
Sports.
America messing us up.
No, you messed up. You unplugged
Hey,
the intro.
10 seconds
phone
before the
thing.
intro's over, you're like, hey, put this on real fast.
No,
Put
no,
this
I
on
didn't mean real fast.
Yeah,
I meant
did.
later, dude.
Oh, man, you're killing me.
You're killing me.
I
like,
was in the
put
middle of
this
the
on
intro.
later.
I'm doing
You
sound.
should have just been like, yeah,
throwing
cool.
the phone at
We'll
me.
play
Hey,
it.
put this on.
This is horrible.
Oh, man.
This is how we start Wednesday nights, guys.
This
Come
is
on,
not
man.
how we're supposed to start.
Come
Anthony,
on,
start us off
Start
right.
No, come on.
Let's do start over.
Let's get it
All right, we're starting over.
Yeah.
Very, very
No,
important.
not from the beginning, though, bro. Like, come on.
All right.
Bad basketball.
Oh,
the refs killed the game.
All right. So thank you all for listening in. We are the Scout Team. We don't normally start out this dysfunctional, but as every good family, you have to have a little dysfunction to be, fun. So I am Loudbeard. I am glad to be here, as we are every Wednesday night, 7:30 to 9 o'clock on 12ozsportsradio.com. That's 12ouncesportsradio.com. The man right across from me with the shiny microphone.
Hey, I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm just here.
The man with the golden mic.
The man with the golden
Anthony
mic.
Mack. And I'm going to talk loud tonight.
He's going to
loud.
talk loud.
You hear that?
You have a beard. You should be loud.
No, absolutely not. No, that's only one guy on the team. Hey, did he shave that, by the way? Like he trimmed it down.
Trimmed it up.
So
What's wrong with you, bro?
I had a job interview.
You got... In order for hair to grow, you sometimes got to trim it up to get rid of those split ends, and then it grows some more, right?
That's for women.
Wait.
I want to
That's
say
for men, too.
No.
Hey,
Yes, hair is hair.
Did somebody say something like somebody that
Hold
does
on.
not have a beard? Is that what that's? Okay.
I think that's what he
The
said.
man without the beard.
Yeah, it's me, the wizard, guru, shaman of sports, Chris America. How you guys doing?
Okay, now.
Yeah, the split end thing.
Yeah, just doing all right.
Yeah, well, apparently, according to Mac, hair has female and male genitalias because there's a difference.
I'm just saying, like, you don't.
No, hair is hair.
Men don't go around saying, "Hey, you know what? I need my beard to grow back fuller and longer."
Yeah,
I
so
need
you gotta trim it up.
to
Yeah.
make the split ends go
That's
away.
exactly
Men
what-
don't care about split ends on their beards.
Well,
bro.
if they wanted to grow out loud and full,
Nah, mine's
yeah,
growing pretty
yours
good.
stopped.
No,
It reached the
the
limit.
It hasn't stopped.
It's reached a
LeBron
limit.
James is jealous of this shit.
LeBron James squared that shit out.
That's pretty good. He's got a
looking
manly
good.
beard. Yeah.
You do look like you have the LeBron James beard going on right now,
Come
Anthony.
on, I had it
looks
first.
good.
I had it first.
Not the hairline, but the beard, definitely.
The hair. I got.
Hey,
it.
I got the LeBron James hairline.
At the end of this season, though, you won't have hair. You'll be shaving that
No,
off.
That's to be seen. And
Man,
no, I don't
UCF,
think so.
I'm getting pretty hyped. Coach Heupel.
Oh,
Heupel.
UCF. That's
UCF
right,
went back to
big time.
camp.
Yeah, you're the only one.
I am not the only one. You need to stop with that mess.
So speaking of UCF season, their season is 30 days away. On August 30th, they'll play their first game at UConn. If you are listening to us in the Orlando area, or if you have friends and family that live in the Orlando area, please let them know that we are going to do a live watch party. We're going to be on air live from Red Eye Sports Bar in Winter Springs. You can Google up the address. I don't have the address in front of me, but that's why we have Google now.
Google.
So are you at least going to, be supportive of the fans that show up?
What do you want me? What do you want from me, bro?
I mean, at least wear a UCF T-shirt.
I mean, dude, I've always told you UCF is my team. It's only you guys that are making it kind of hard to root for them. All right, I like UCF. I'm rooting for them. I do not think.
There's part of you that's hoping they lose game one.
No,
and they only have 200 yards of offense.
Look,
you definitely hope for 200 yards of offense.
Look, they're not going to be number 5. I think it was top 5, right?
Top 5 offense in the nation.
Top 5
They're
offense.
not going to be top 5.
Yes, they are.
Offense in in college, no matter what. So it doesn't really matter to me, bro. I'm sorry. I'll have my hair. You'll lose yours, and you guys will all say, "Man, Anthony was right. Anthony was right. We're sorry." Again.
No.
Again.
I don't think we ever say that Anthony was right.
Hey,
I don't think those words ever come out of our mouth.
Watch this. Alex Smith, top 5.
Yes.
Now he's top 5.
But not in fantasy football. That's where you were getting them last year. Last year you were all in Alex Smith, fantasy football.
First round, first pick.
Yeah, I don't know if I can jump onto that fantasy football train. Though last year he wasn't playing on the Redskins. So this year, with a dynamic offense that Jay Gruden brings to the field, I do believe that Alex Smith could be a potential top 5 fantasy quarterback and definitely a top 5 on the field quarterback.
Did he say offensive guru Jay Gruden?
I think so.
All right, so I just want you guys to hear this from me first. Blake Bortles and Alex Smith will both be top 5 quarterbacks by the end of the year.
Hashtag ugly thrown balls.
Hashtag these two guys are so underrated right now. The
Who's underrated?
Jaguars are going to have a big year. My man Blake Bortles, UCF legend, will be a top 5 quarterback by the end of this year. Make sure you write this down, Anthony. This is great.
Oh,
great
we got
information.
it on radio. We got it on radio.
Hold on. Was that all under one hashtag?
Yes.
Everything you just said?
Everything I just said under one hashtag. No,
Don't tweet that.
I just
Make
said
sure you
write
capitalize
it down.
all of the new
tweet that.
words
Yeah,
so that way we
don't
can
do
actually read
Hashtag
it.
top 5.
Yeah, okay. Hashtag.
That's all you need
not
right
top
there.
5. Hashtag ugly thrown balls.
So I kind of agree with that FSU's not top 5, but we'll get into that later. And I do agree that Blake Bortles and Alex Smith are both top 5 right now.
All right.
Neither of which came from Ohio State, which is a good thing because that place is looking pretty ugly right now.
Let's not jump into that just yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Let's not
man.
blow our wad too early.
All right.
Let's not blow our wad too early.
Somebody was
Since we
all
were talking
over
about the
Urban.
Washington
Is that what
R's.
Miss America told you to?
No.
What?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Por qué?
Poor K. You can't even
Poor
say
K?
that right.
So, Anthony, since
wait.
you stole LeBron James' beard, do you think you could open up a school like him too?
I mean, if you gave me like $100 million, yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, so
Open up like 2.
if the man aficionado, the man with the golden mic, opened up a school,
That's never been an official title.
Chris
It's definitely an official
Chris
title.
Never
America.
been an official title.
if
I don't get it.
If you think he opened up a school, what would be really great names for said school? Like if we were to just open up a random school in the name of the male aficionado, would we call it
That's not the
Banana
title.
Hammock U?
That's not the title.
It would be. I think it would be
Look, no,
Mac Banana Hammock. The Mac Banana Hammocks.
no.
Oh,
Can't do it.
okay.
Can't do it.
That's
Either
a-
that or the Mac Raining Men,
Oh, Mac Raining Men? That would be a good one.
or they would be called the Anthony Unbelievables.
Oh, wow. That would also be another
So
good
bad.
one.
So bad, man. That's horrible.
Oh.
So bad.
Well, hey, you know what? I
Hey,
think
but you know what, though? I am glad LeBron opened up the school because Chris cannot hate on him anymore. You can't hate on LeBron
I've
anymore.
never once hated on LeBron James.
What?
Never in my life have
He
I
can't
ever.
even agree with you on
never
that.
in my life have I ever hated
look.
on LeBron
All right,
He
James.
can't
So
even
I-
agree with you on that.
for
Look.
once in my life, I'm on Team Anthony.
Exactly.
And you are
gotta
the
agree with you.
biggest
I'm not.
LeBron
I'm
James
not.
hater I've ever met in my life. You're like
No.
the Skip Bayless
This
of the
is
show.
this is false. This is fake
No.
news.
This
No,
is
you-
not fake news.
This
This
is
is
fake
true.
news. I've
This
never
is
once-
100%
I've
true.
done nothing but
All
speak
you
LeBron.
do is hate
I've
on
done nothing
LeBron
but
all
speak
day long.
truth and facts into the universe
No, you
about
hate
LeBron James.
You hate LeBron.
Fact or fiction?
You hate
LeBron
LeBron.
James has a losing record in the finals.
You hate
Fact or
LeBron.
fiction?
You hate LeBron. No,
Fact
just,
or fiction?
Just say you hate LeBron.
I
We'll
don't.
be
That's
done.
a
No, no.
fiction.
We're not playing trivia right now. Just
No.
admit to the
I-
truth that
You hate
you
LeBron.
hate LeBron.
Listen.
Just hey, on the
It's
radio
okay.
right now.
It's okay.
Hey, this is an intervention. Anthony, the man with the golden mic, and myself, Loudbeard, are doing an intervention with Chris America. Chris
Let-
America, for all of your fans and for all of the Americans out there, we just want you to say that you hate and you dislike and you don't think LeBron James is the GOAT.
Okay, guys, I'm ready to come clean.
Go ahead.
Listen, guys, I hate that you cannot say LeBron James is the number 2 best player of all time and you get called a hater. I hate that. I hate that
can't-
you
I can't say that
speak
anymore.
truth about why? Because he opened a school now. He's
Dude,
the greatest
dude,
basketball
hey,
player of
hey,
all
hey,
time.
hey,
That's
look,
not how this
look,
works.
Look.
If you want life championships, go to Tennessee. Go to the Tennessee Volunteer. Get Butch Jones on the phone and have him make a life championship trophy for LeBron James.
All I'm saying is you got to look at the grand scope of things. You got to look at everything. You know, Jordan was a great player. LeBron's a
Right.
great player.
Right?
But, man, Jordan sold shoes. LeBron's changing lives.
I mean, Oprah
Seriously.
opened up a school forever a million years
Yeah,
ago.
I
So
like
is she the
those-
greatest basketball player? Jalen Rose
No,
opened up
Oprah's
a school.
just the greatest Oprah.
Jalen Rose opened up a school in 2011.
Hey,
Is he now the greatest
I agree
basketball
with
player
that.
of all
Oprah
time?
is the greatest Oprah.
She is the greatest Oprah. She's
Oprah
Oprah
is by
solid.
far the
Oprah's
greatest
solid,
Oprah.
homie. Leave
Um,
my girl alone.
So is Jalen Rose like the best basketball player of all time because he opened up a school?
No, but
Why?
But he's good though. I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah, Jalen Rose is good.
Hey,
Is he a
hey,
top 3 at least?
Why are you hating on Jalen Rose?
Why you
all of
gotta
a
hate on
sudden?
Jalen Rose?
Everybody,
Yeah,
look,
no, Chris America. Why are you hating on
I'm
Jalen
not.
Rose? What
all
did
the
Jalen Rose ever do
achievements,
to you?
All the achievements, man. All of them. LeBron's the greatest, man. I'm ready
he's-
to say it.
If he's the
I'm ready to
greatest
say it.
philanthropist, I can admit that. He's
the
a great
greatest
philanthropist.
Hey.
basketball player.
I'm going to say it. I'm on Team LeBron. He is the second greatest player of all time.
That's what I said, and I got called a hater.
But you hate on him all the
I
time.
don't hate on
You
him.
hate on him all the
You
time.
hate him on all time, bro. All I'm saying is,
Amen to that, Scout Team Radio. It is not a sin to say he isn't number 1. Thank you. I'm going to mess
Who
this
is
up.
that? Who is that?
Who said
Hold on. Let me
That
That's
was
one of-
somebody
that's one
on
of his
Twitter.
fake accounts.
You can always check us out on Twitter at Scout Team Radio. We were hacked last week, and somebody came in and rigged a poll that we gave. But
One of
other
our
than
boys
that,
from RSG. RSG the villain. At RSG the villain. Delaveau, the cursed.
The cursed. All right. Well, thank you for tweeting at us. That's right. At Scout Team Radio on Twitter. You can always hit us up on Facebook. Scout Team Radio. Search that. We're on the gram at Scout Team Radio. We're anywhere that you want to be
did
social.
you say the Graham?
No.
The Graham. Who is this guy? You like some
Hey, man.
13-year-old girl?
Hey, you know what?
You got all the
You know
filters?
what? I got all my gossip from 13-year-old girls.
Are we on Snapchat too?
Yeah, we are, but nobody uses it. So you can hit us up on Snapchat. You will not get a response. We might screw up your streak if that's a thing. I've heard about it from 13-year-old girls. So
A streak?
make sure you get social with us. And you know what? You want to catch our podcast, we're on iTunes. And always listen to our station, 12ouncesportsradio.com, where we have all kinds of great other shows that we listen to on the radio station, like the Rehab Sports Guys, like Craft Brewed Sports, like What's Up Sports, like we've got a new show coming on tonight after our show, good friends of ours that we've started connecting with just recently. These guys look like they're going to be putting on a good show, so if you want to stick around after the Scout Team, you can always check out the new show, which is now going to be called We Talk Sports Good.
I like the name of that show.
It does.
Honestly,
I do.
I'm jealous of
It's
that
good.
show.
It's a good
Hell
name.
Yeah.
It's a good
Man,
name.
why did we think of that?
Well,
we're gonna
number
take
one, that would be a
name.
lie. It would be like we talk sports
It's good.
good sometimes.
Yeah, we don't talk. Yeah, you're right.
They're
Yeah.
actually going to call into the show at 8:45 tonight to kind of tell us what they're going to be talking about.
Good.
Tell us a little bit about their show, and get everybody pumped. Stick
Awesome.
around for their show after our show. I like that we're getting more and more live content,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and this Wednesday block is starting to heat up on.
It's always been hot.
Well,
But
there's,
now it's
there's
starting to get
one
better.
show
Yeah.
that was always hot, and it is called Scout Team Radio. Now we are back, and we have a lot of support. And the show after us, shows before us, shows all around us, shows in the morning, shows in the afternoon. They're all great.
Nice. Good deal.
They're great. Like LeBron James is great at building schools.
Let's just roll it off, man. Leave him
He's
alone.
great. I'm
Hey,
I'm
just
trying to
leave him
see, even when I'm
alone.
praising him, he's like, "Oh, you're a hater, man."
You
I
are.
can't
You
even
are a
praise him.
hater.
You
Why
are a
can't you
hater.
just
I can't- I
admit
can't.
to it? Hey,
He did say he had a good beard, so that's fine.
I do want to say, since now the NBA is all in on this betting thing, they get this MGM deal. I'm going to be putting all my money on LeBron James winning the championship. Them and the Cleveland Browns. Hey,
I didn't say that.
you said it
I
on Twitter.
I didn't
It's
say-
evidence.
No.
Yes, it's
No,
everywhere.
No.
It's everywhere.
I did not
You did
say
say that.
they will win a championship.
I think
I
there's
said-
a tweet floating out
I
there.
said that they have a good chance to win eight, and probably make it as a wild card. Probably.
Hey, what does that tweet say?
Say it. Read it.
Who's that
Read
tweet
it.
by?
Hey, we're on a radio station.
Wait,
you need to
how
read
did you
that.
do that?
Who's that tweet
How
by?
did you do that? That was-
I didn't
I
do
didn't do
nothing.
that.
That's you.
Hell no.
You were hacked too?
No.
You were hacked too.
Dude, these guys are making fake Twitter accounts.
Hey, we're about to
Are you
retweet.
serious? Are you
Retweet
serious?
it. So if you're checking us out on Twitter
Hey,
right now,
no, that's fake.
Anthony Mack's tweet has
That's-
been retweeted that
that
he
is
is all
fake.
in on the Browns winning the Super Bowl.
That is fake news. That is fake. Somebody, dude, I want to know how you did that. I want to know how you did it. How you do it? See, he's not answering.
All right, magicians never tell their tricks.
Number one, it's not a magician. That was all you.
Dude, I never said that.
After you listened to our show from Wednesday night, you tweeted
tweet.
out about how good the Browns are going to be.
You
Dude,
do.
I
You
don't
drunk tweet all the
right?
time.
I might drunk text. I don't drunk tweet, okay?
Says that's you, bro. That's your profile picture. It says man with a golden mic at Max Scout Team. I agree with Loudbeard. Browns are winning the Super Bowl this year. Exclamation point. Then you finish it up with don't at me.
Don't at me.
See, I wouldn't even say something
Oh,
like
you
that.
would.
No, I
Oh, you
wouldn't.
say that all the
Hey,
time.
look, I'm going to find that out. I'm going to figure out how you did it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm going to figure out how you did it. Look, I said they
Do
got
it.
8 games in them and maybe a wild card berth. I didn't say they were. Come on, the Browns? Come on, man. That's crazy.
You said to us in text message, Tyrod Taylor is gonna T-Mobile is gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
I definitely didn't say that. Hey, if Loudbeard said it, you know I wasn't on that train. You know I wasn't on it.
Hey,
Hold
man,
on,
I don't
Loudbeard.
believe all this.
Do you agree that I'm a hater of LeBron James?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you agree with Loudbeard?
Yes,
See?
he does.
He does. See, he's on the
Everybody
Loudbeard
always
train.
agrees with Loudbeard because he brings the hottest and freshest takes in all of 12 Ounce Sports Radio.
Oh, man.
True story.
This is crazy.
Hey, you know what? If you guys want to settle this correctly, you can take it up with the World Bare Knuckle Fighting Federation because this is where we're going to join.
Okay.
You know Sean Merriman? He used to be a linebacker for the Chargers. You guys heard of him?
Uh-huh.
He was a lights-out sack master.
Is that the San Diego Chargers?
It is the
San
San Diego Wales. Never mind. And so Sean Merriman is just signed on with the World Bare Knuckle Fighting Federation, and he is going to compete in this organization. And you know what? I think UFC has been struggling with getting ratings lately. They just haven't had the same draws like they had when Ronda Rousey was at her peak or when Conor McGregor was, at his peak. I feel like it's kind of tailed off a little bit. This is the perfect time for the World Bare Knuckle Fighting Federation to swoop in and start kicking ass and getting a big name like Sean Merriman to go up there and fight bare knuckle style. I'm all in, man. And that's how you two, Anthony Mack, the man with the golden mic, and Chris America, are going to resolve your differences about LeBron James.
Chris doesn't want this smoke. And isn't Sean Merriman like 50 now?
Nah, he's not that old.
He's old. He's old, bro.
I don't have his age up. I think he's like 35 or something.
No.
How old are you?
No.
You're like 50. You could fight him.
No, I wouldn't fight Sean
What do you think?
Merriman.
Bare knuckles? What are we doing?
I'm too old to fight.
So here's the thing.
Come on, that's a real
Wait, you're
man.
the guy that makes a threat of fighting people all the time.
Because I can take you guys. I'm not going to take Sean Merriman.
You threatened to fight Mike Tyson when he called
Holy
in the
crap.
other
They
day.
Hey,
do
he
call
is
him
34
lights
years
out.
old.
Is he?
Damn, I'm older than Sean Merriman.
What? You're old, man.
Nigga, you old.
So
I am old.
Make
I'm
me
old.
curse.
I'm old. Hey, just
what-
because I have LeBron's hairline does not mean I'm the 50.
one of the craziest sports interviews I've ever listened to was from Bobby Gunn, who is the bare knuckle champion. He had I'd have to look it up again, but I want to say it was 100 wins and 1 or 2 losses, if not any losses. And to hear him talk about how he came up, how when he was 12 or 13, his dad would go out to the bars and then coax people to come fight his 13-year-old son.
Huh.
He's 13, bare knuckling drunks that his dad brought home from the bar,
Sweet.
betting them that they couldn't beat up his son, and that's kind of his upbringing into this world. And he had some 80 to 90 fight win streak. I could be wrong. I got to look it up. I mean, it's been about 3 or 4 years since I heard this interview.
Wow.
But it was the most insane sports interview I've ever heard in my
That's
life.
pretty crazy. No, I
Dude,
wouldn't fight
bare
him.
knuckles is hardcore stuff.
Yeah, that's why Chris doesn't want to smoke.
No.
Chris
I
don't
mean,
want this.
honestly,
Chris wouldn't want this, man. Trust
us
me.
being old men, it probably would not be a very entertaining fight in the ring.
It'd be 2 hits. Me hitting him and him hitting the ground.
Yeah,
You thought about that all night.
Hold on.
You brought that. Hold on.
Look, he's late.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready for that.
Oh, there we
He's
go.
right. There'll be 2 hits. Him hitting me hitting the ground laughing.
All day long.
That's
Now
exactly what I would say. That's what the crowd would sound
Let's
like,
go.
too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anytime.
Hey,
all
so
in.
you mentioned betting MGM Grand, right?
I've heard of it.
$25 million deal. Do you like it?
Oh, man, I love this. I love that. First of all, the NBA is the most progressive league out there. There are no other leagues that are as progressive. Maybe soccer. Right now, the MLS All-Star Game is getting ready to start, so I can't really talk about soccer. But when you talk about the 4 major leagues in the United States, basketball, the NBA is by far the most progressive. They get into this whole betting thing. They got this deal with MGM. They're going to make a bunch of money off of it. They're on the front side of this, and they're taking really great advantage of what's going on. So the good news is I have an expert gambler that I'm going to be getting here on the line in just a second. Anthony, what do you think about gambling?
I think you do too much of it. I mean, to be totally honest with you, I mean, you lost a beard because of it, got in a romper because of it, but I'm fine with it. I mean, I don't do a lot of gambling. I don't put anything in the chance that I don't control myself.
Well, Anthony, live on the line, I do have an obsessive gambler, a friend of mine who he lost the bet, so I had to force him to get on the show because he was betting that LeBron James was not the greatest basketball player of all times, and he lost.
Huh? Okay. How did he lose that bet?
I don't know, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Are you on the line?
Yeah, you got the wrong number. It's your boy Nikoli. Hey, I loan you money. You say you want to bet on LeBron. I give you money so you can make massive bets. You win big now that gambling's legal.
Hey, Nikoli, wait a second. I thought I was good with my bets. Like you said, I had at least until the end of July to pay up.
No, you listen. Now that gambling's legal, I need to give you more money so you can bet big on the Lakers, right? That's what you want. You want to bet big.
Well, I don't know about this LeBron James fellow because I do think he's at the downside of his career. But Lonzo Ball, to me, is the next great superstar in the NBA. I'm going all in Lakers. What do you think?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's good. Put big money on Lakers. I send you money. You bet money. Hopefully you win big, And if you don't, you just pay me back. It's all good.
The Lakers bet is a guaranteed shoe-in, but if for some reason those pesky Golden State Warriors end up taking them out and the Lakers do not win the championship, and I happen not to have the money available to pay you back, what would I need to do?
Listen, man, I'm not no psychic or anything, man. I just, I give you money, you pay me back, or, we don't want to see what happens, do you?
Well, I don't want to see what happens, but let's say worst case scenario, I lose the bet, which I never lose bets except the romper bet the one time, the beard bet this other time. So other than that, I'm basically 100%. But if I happen to lose, what would be necessarily the worst thing that would happen? Like, if I changed my ID and got a new passport and went to Canada, would I be safe?
Listen, we're friends. Me and you, we go way back. I loan you money. You win money. You pay me back money. It's all good. But, on the off chance that you not win money and you not pay your friend Nikoli his money back, no matter where you go, Nikoli knows where you are. Like, we go way back. I know you, Kyle. We go way back.
Nikoli
so
doesn't sound
on
like
the
a tough
off
guy.
chance that you lose and I find you, we probably have a good laugh. We have a Molson beer in Canada, and I break your kneecaps. It's okay. It's no problem.
But what if I bring this giant rock of a man known as the man with the golden mic and have him fight you in a bare knuckles fight? Would that help?
I know Anthony. Me and Anthony go way back too. He'll just sit and laugh.
Yeah, I probably would. I would. I mean, I got your back, but I told you not to bet with Nikoli, bro. Like, don't take Nikoli's money. You see that high-pitched voice he got? You know what I'm saying? That means he can't fight, but he got goons. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I'm going all in on the Lakers because I feel really confident about
No.
this bet.
You're going the complete opposite of what we told you to do there.
So Brandon Ingram.
No, yeah,
He's a
you bet
superstar.
on Lakers. I loan you good money, man. It's all good. Lakers are good. They got LeBron James. They got Lonzo Ball. Maybe they'll get Kawhi Leonard later. It's all good. You bet big. I pay big. You pay big. We all win. We're all winners, baby.
Yeah, baby. I like where you're going with this. I feel like I'm a big winner. I'm already a winner before I even placed the bet. So this is basically a shoe-in. So I'm going all in. I'm betting all my money on the Lakers winning the championship this year. because LeBron James is basically like 100% when he goes into finals, and he always wins because he's the GOAT.
I listen to your show. I hear Anthony Mack, man with golden mic. He say LeBron James the best in the ever. So Anthony Mack, why don't you not bet some money too? I loan you money.
Because I'm not
LeBron James best ever. He wins money. It's good.
Because I'm not Loudbeard, and I know that no matter how good LeBron James is, there's like 10 other people on the Golden State that are fighting against him. So we're good. Hey, look.
Okay,
Superman can be like
go
10,
ahead.
10 plus 1, you know? So I'm good, man. No, I'm not taking your money, Nikolai. You ain't fit to get me, bro.
Hey, bet that
Okay,
golden
so how about
microphone.
this? I give you money, you bet on Golden State, and then one of you guys win, one of you loses. We all laugh. I break some kneecaps. It's all good.
So I really like that plan. We all win. But the breaking the kneecaps thing, I'm kind of getting caught up on that a little bit. I feel like that's not
Listen, Kyle,
necessary.
listen. It's just broken kneecaps. Like, it's okay. We all
But
get,
is
you
it
know, we all
necessary?
get injured every once in a while. If you play sports, you lose sports, you get injured. It's okay. It's all good.
Is this going to be like a Kathy Bates misery type injury that we got going on?
Listen, it'll just be fine. You'll be out for like maybe 6 weeks. It's all good. It's okay.
Yeah. That's fine. Go ahead. Do what you got to do.
All right, so I'm still betting on the Lakers. I really feel confident about Brandon Ingram. Lonzo Ball is by far one of the greatest athletes ever to don a Lakers uniform. He's got to be above Kobe. And, you know, they brought in these other guys, Rajon Rondo. He's coming off a career year. He's got champion
What did
caliber.
you say?
JaVale McGee. This guy's got the greatest rat tail in all of the NBA. This team cannot lose. There's no way in hell that this team could lose.
Yeah, okay.
That's the spirit, Kyle. You bet money. Mac bets money. It's all good. We all have good laughs. We take shots of Russian vodka. It's good.
Yeah, Russian vodka. Are you really Russian, Nikolai? I'm just asking.
He sounds Spanish-Russian.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's a weird accent.
I got a sneaky suspicion he ain't Russian, and I don't think he drank a lot of vodka either.
Listen, I think you guys rush into judgment here. I'm just friendly neighborhood lone man who gives out money, helps his friends make it rich. You know, you can't bet $20 and make it rich. You need like 20 G's. Make it rich, and you win your bet. I win the money back, and it's all good.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Well, Nikolai,
Kyle's got you. Kyle's got your back.
I'm going all in. I'm going to have to hang up with you because I'm going to have to go ahead and place my bets through the MGM Grand app that I have. Not that I've ever placed a bet before. Just go ahead and send me the check in the mail. Make sure it's in U.S. dollars and not in rubles. That's important.
No, the money's already wired. Once you said you want bets, I wire you money. So you're already on the hook. So it's all good.
It's all good.
And see,
It's all good.
Nikolai wire, and see, that's what makes me think he ain't really gangster, because gangster's got cash. Like, he ain't wiring no money. I don't need no paper trail. I'm just saying.
Nikolai probably is a master money launderer. Just give him a break.
Listen,
Step off of his
Nikolai
nuts,
down.
please.
I am upfront businessman. Kyle sell me things on Poshmark. I buy them for $20,000. It's all good.
Oh, all right, Nikolai. We got to get going here, man. We got a lot to talk about on this radio show. I really appreciate you being my loan shark, and you're welcome back anytime on the show. You have a wonderful evening. Go break some kneecaps.
Hold on. No loan shark, just neighborhood friendly. Give out money for friends.
He wants you to be sure about that. He's no loan shark.
Oh, you're not a loan shark. Just a friend.
Just neighborhood friendly Poshmark dealer. That's all I am. I just buy things online.
All
you
right.
know, it's all good. No loan shark here. Anyways, toodaloos, fellas.
All right, toodaloo.
Peace out, Nikolai.
He sounded a lot like Mark Emmert.
Dude, he sounds a lot like he's been drinking, but not vodka.
What do you think it was?
Fuzzy navels.
Oh, that's your drink.
Nah, that's yours, which is probably why he's your loan shark.
He's not my loan shark. He's your loan shark.
Nah, homie, I don't have loan sharks. I don't get down like that.
Yeah, you do.
I am the loan shark. How about that? This guy doesn't sound tough anyway.
Oh, Nikolai is tougher than you're giving him credit for, man.
he don't
You got to
sound tough.
understand this. This
He
guy,
don't sound tough.
have you ever seen him in person? He looks like Shaq, but he's white.
Just so you know,
That's not threatening at all.
I want to give a shout out to Jesus Garcia. He says, Mac, yeah, and the Sacramento Kings are winning the finals. Wow, I don't think so, to your Browns tweet.
Oh,
Dude, because I didn't.
There you go, Mac.
Hey,
You see that?
Hey,
All right,
hey,
Jesus.
brother.
This
Hey,
guy knows what he's
Jesus
talking
knows
about.
what's up.
Hey,
Jesus
Jesus
knows what's up.
Hey, Sus, look, brother. I didn't tweet that. I don't know where that came from, okay? I've been hacked. I think it was the two white guys on the show, and I'm going to get down to the bottom of it. Scout Team Bureau of Investigation is going to get down to the bottom of it.
For a second, I thought you said Scout Team Beard of Investigation.
Oh,
That
that's a
too.
pretty good one.
All right,
Yeah, I
we're
like
changing the name.
that. Scout Team
So
Beard
the
of
Bureau has
Investigation.
done one investigation, and it was a YouTube video Anthony posted
Yeah.
1 year ago.
It was about
And
a
I
year
was like,
ago.
Anthony, that's great. Keep the Bureau going. He has not placed a single investigation
Because
since
the
then.
investigations kept coming in, and we're just like, hey, look, it's time to take a break. We're relaxed.
Well, we got
We're
a new
like the Mueller investigation.
we got a new
Take our time.
investigation.
What?
Scott Frost had his house robbed.
It was somebody from UCF.
He had he had some pair of Jordans stolen, some championship rings stolen.
That's it? Oh, what?
$165,000 worth of stuff.
Ooh. It was Kyle.
Got hit hard.
It was Loud Beard.
Your Honor, it was unbelievable.
Hey.
You understand?
Hey, it was Loud Beard. That's why he's able to place such lucrative bets with the MGM Grand now.
Another case I closed this week with STBI. There was a shark stolen from a San Antonio aquarium.
Oh, I saw that on the news.
They arrested the suspects. The suspects were trying to sell the shark for $300. I found out who the buyer was. He's a Michigan offensive coordinator, Coach Jim McElwain.
Nice.
Hey, and he threw that Michigan in there. That was quick. That was smooth. Not a former Florida Gator head coach?
I mean, he's a Michigan offensive
But
coordinator.
he's
Was
also
he
a
the
former-
Michigan offensive coordinator when
The crime was committed.
When the crime was committed?
Former Florida Gator head
But
coach.
when he was
I mean, why not
officially-
say former Colorado State head coach? Why not say former Alabama offensive coordinator? We don't got time to talk about his former jobs. He is the Michigan offensive coordinator.
Wow.
But when he was anointed the king of the Sharks,
He was the Florida Gators head coach.
he was at
and
that
now
point.
the addiction continues. He was trying to buy a shark stolen from San Antonio
That's wrong.
for $300. Number one, do not
$300.
commit a crime.
Wait.
Do not commit a federal crime if all you're looking to gain is $300.
Was he trying to sell the shark or
Yes.
buy it?
Well, no, Mac was the buyer. Clearly.
Trying to-
You know, these coaches, these college coaches, there's something wrong with these guys, man.
Who
Hey,
sold a
do
shark
you-
for
do-
$300, bro?
it's $300, man. That's a good take. That's like a big haul
For a sh-
for a shark. Man, you could get one out of the ocean for free, but you go to the aquarium because it's a little bit closer to your house. And it's a
Holy
little bit more
crap.
convenient for you to pick out exactly which shark you want.
I
It's like
gotcha.
going to the grocery store and picking out a shark.
How big was the shark?
I had to look at it. I feel like it was enough. It was big enough for them to put it in a baby stroller. So these guys, in the middle of the day.
Oh, what a cute little baby!
So it's one of those, you know those aquariums where you can like pet the like stingrays and stuff. I guess there was a horned shark or something in there.
Holy shit.
They quickly grabbed him, put him in the stroller, and bounced before the employees even knew. Like it's like one of those things where you see something happening, but you don't know what to do. You're like, is this really happening to me right now? Did I really witness people steal a shark?
That's got to be white people, man. I'm sorry.
You're probably right. Stealing a shark, I would have to say, is white people. I mean, it probably. So, speaking of crazy crap white people do, did you see the Jim Harbaugh? This is another Michigan coach story.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of Michigan coach
man,
stories.
he's just egging on Michigan.
Did you see the Jim Harbaugh story he came out with? He was telling his players, like one specific player came out about this, that they should not eat chicken. You know why they were saying that he should not eat chicken? Because the chicken is a nervous bird, and he knows that everybody's going to produce better and play better if they just eat red meat and pork. You can't eat chicken. It's a nervous bird. It's going to make you nervous. Jim Harbaugh said that.
But you could hump a shark.
But you can hump a shark.
So
This
yeah,
just
here's-
solidifies why I don't
those
like
are the
Jim Harbaugh.
suspects. That's the camera footage. They didn't even like put masks or anything. I told you they walked in the middle of the day
That's kind of
and they stole a shark.
That's kind of
They're all pale. Is that a female to the right or just a really feminine looking
It's a
male.
dude with a man bun, I think.
Is it a dude with a man bun? This is why you don't have man buns, because then all of a sudden you get confused. Nobody knows what sex
you sit there and
are.
you think, if I can get away with having a man bun, I can get away with anything.
It's the old Superman look. Like, you go man bun,
man.
and you come in, and everybody's like, oh, my God, who is that? You pull the man bun out, and then it's like, oh, it's Superman.
Well, let's go back to Jim Harbaugh. This just solidifies how crazy I always thought Jim Harbaugh was a little out there. That's pretty.
I think he's lost it, man. He's gotten into become crazy land.
Whoever thought? And I know Tabs go blue on Twitter. She's gonna read me later. But at the same time, whoever thought Jim Harbaugh was the savior of Michigan was totally wrong.
I believed it.
Yeah.
Is that why it was totally wrong? Yeah, no,
I'm
I
sorry,
actually
dude.
liked them bringing in Jim Harbaugh. He had the Michigan roots. He had a great success in the NFL.
He had great success at Stanford.
He had great success at Stanford.
But
He
he
was a
always
successful coach.
but he
I
always
thought he
gets-
was going to be the answer. I still think he could be the answer, but he's just turned into a damn Looney Tune.
But he always gets to the top and just declines for some reason. Like at Stanford, he was at the top and then he just steadily declined.
No, he left.
Well, when he
that's
left,
why they-
though,
that's
what
why
was
they
the record
declined.
when he left? What was the record when he left?
He was
I had to
18
look
and
it up.
12.
I guarantee you, most of those games he lost.
I made that number up.
Seasons. Whatever, jackass.
Hold on, let me look at the stat machine.
In San Francisco,
17 and 3.
in San Francisco, he made it to the Super Bowl and then kind of declined after that for the next 2 years. I'm just saying.
Well, it's because he had a crappy quarterback.
Whoa!
You can't win with Colin Kaepernick. Come on, man.
Are you serious?
I mean, how would you win with that?
Hey, oh man, I'm not going.
Is that story better for another day or
I'm
what?
not going there. I'm not going there tonight. Not tonight. Jimmy G's gonna be the
Hey, you shut your face. If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet.
We'll see how Jimmy G does over there this season.
Dude, Jimmy G's gonna do great, man. Did you see his he's got a fluffer that he started dating in the off season, man. She's gonna get him up for every game.
Look.
I heard she's got a tight end. Well, never mind. It was more of a wide receiver.
Something's wrong with you, man. Look, Jimmy G's is not gonna be the guy in San Francisco. Bold prediction.
Like, what do you think's gonna happen? He's gonna get dropped out of an airplane?
I think maybe he's gonna go 500. Maybe.
Oh, I disagree. I think he's gonna win a lot of games.
You
I think he's going
winning 10 and going to the playoffs.
I think he's a shoo-in for 7+ wins this year. You said
I said 500.
You said 8 and 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say.
So you're not too much better than me. So you can't be the savior.
I said shoo-in. I'm going
Yeah.
safe. That was my safe bet. I got.
Yeah,
Hey, hold on
no,
a second.
no,
Let me
no,
go.
no,
Let me
go,
go.
come
a
on,
scary bet.
jump this shit
Here,
up.
gotta jump it up. Like, come
Yeah.
on. I'm pumping up. All right, let's say 9 and 7.
9 and 7. 9 and 7.
You heard it here first.
say
Loud
500
Beard with his
under.
bold predictions, going 9 and 7
500 or under.
or
Watch.
under.
That's what I got.
You go Browns Super Bowl and you go Jimmy G.
I didn't go Browns
500
Super Bowl.
and under. You can't just.
I
deny
didn't go
it. We have-
Browns Super Bowl.
It's in black and white,
Hey,
man. It is in the black and white.
Did you see Sherman Williams get burnt the other day?
The paint?
No. Motherfucker.
You mean Shaquem Griffin?
No,
he was
man.
picked off Russell Wilson the other day.
No,
Seahawks looking good. Tough schedule, though.
The guy that left the Seahawks, Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman got burnt the other day.
By Shaquem Griffin. No. Who'd he get burnt by? First of all, you can't build into the training camp and the preseason hype. I want to see what these guys do week 1. You see all of this training camp videos. Yeah, when you're in shorts and you're running down the sideline, everybody's starting to mentally get into it. Some guys are a little bit out of shape. Some guys are in better shape than others. You cannot buy into these videos floating around about some guy getting burnt. Richard Sherman is a very smart man and a great cornerback. He will be effective.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he's gonna be a great cornerback. I mean, he's still a fast guy, and he's not gonna get that close on a wide receiver. But the video was just bad. Like, he got burned pretty bad. Like, boom, boom, it was over. Like, he didn't even catch the guy. It was Marquise Goodwin.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's
flash, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
you didn't see the video?
I hate talking about fantasy football on a podcast, but he's going to be a deep sleeper. That's right. Hashtag at Fantasy Football Dynasty Guru Guy. That's right. We're talking fantasy football today. Okay, and it's done. Sorry, that was quick. He's showing me the video. This makes great radio. Sherman just gets burned. Dude, Marcus.
Bad.
Yeah, he's
that was
fast.
horrible.
Dude. Yeah, well,
that was pretty bad.
it's all about technique. Maybe his technique was off.
It was just speed.
He did. He got burned up.
Him, yeah,
it's all right, man.
He's not gonna give that guy a 2-yard cushion. He's gonna give him like 7. Just saying.
Reality checking in. They say until he sees it, San Francisco is a 500 team at best.
Told you, baby. Told you.
Why is the reality checking guys always up on Anthony? You know, I feel like they got a thing for him. They like that. They like that. You know, that like that deep voice and that real sexy beard, that golden microphone. Anything this guy says, it's reality checking's all like, oh my God, it's so good. I love it.
Because they probably see the truth in it, man. Like, seriously. As much as I like Jimmy G, he's not the savior. He's not it. Like, I'll say something, and you're going to be like, no way. I'd rather take Deshaun Watson than Jimmy G all day long. I would rather take Lamar Jackson than Jimmy G all day long.
Well, I think Deshaun Watson's a bad example.
Why?
Because he's awesome.
Okay.
Well,
Lamar Jackson's awesome.
Not only is reality check-in showing love to Anthony Mack, but our boys over at Rehab Sports Guys, you can catch them every Tuesday. Sorry, I'm trying to guess because they have 2 shows now, the Hog Show, which I think is on Mondays. But you can catch the Hog Rehab Sports Guys on Tuesdays from 1. This is what they had to say in their last episode.
Well,
I like all them scout team guys, but why do we all say Mac?
Because Mac's hilarious. That's why.
Mac is hilarious.
Hold on, they were asking which of the scout team sports guys they would want on their show, like if they had to trade. So they said they all said Mac. Unanimous. It was unanimous. There was no like, I think I like Loudbeard. I think I like Chris. It was all unanimous Mac.
I'm sorry.
Only reason I said Mac is because I know that Loudbeard and Chris America are both hosts on other shows, and they were trying to take my job. And I'm a producer, sound guy.
Hey,
all this stuff I be doing to make sure we sound good.
Oh, so they wanted to come to Rehab Sports Guys and start being the producer.
That's what I would be scared of.
So they're kind of like Puffy. They want to be in the video.
They want it all.
Hey, if you want to come to a sports radio show where the producer ain't all up in the video and all up on the songs, come to Rehab Sports Guys. Shout out to Suge Knight, and I hope they lock you under the jail.
Did they just Suge Knight us, man?
So Suge Knight a couple years ago during the shooting of Straight Outta Compton, like ran over somebody in the car. I hope they lock you up.
Oh, man, bro, they just Suge Knighted us, man.
They want you because you're the weakest link.
I'm the weakest. I do. Hey, look, dude, I'm strong as shit, man. I got a fucking golden mic. Hey, sorry, I cursed.
That's all right.
Oh, whoa. This is after dark, my friend. You can do whatever you want.
All right. Look, Rehab. Look, bro.
They did say that you were hilarious.
All right, I get it. Yeah.
That part wasn't in the clip.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I like those guys. They're fine. We're all right.
They Suge Knighted us, though.
They did Suge Knight us. Hold up, man. So dang, are we bad boy? Like, you Puff? You like Loon? No, I'm Loon. And you be like Little Mace? Little C's, maybe?
Man, I'm white. I have no idea what you're talking about.
No. He's Lil Kim. He's Lil Kim.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm Biggie.
I can see that.
I'm
Puffy.
Biggie. You're Puff. He's Lil Kim.
All right, so if that's the case, then why is this your theme song? Why, huh?
That's not my theme song.
That's your theme song, man.
It's not the theme song. Sorry. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, Suge Knight that, bitch.
Hey, man. West side ain't the best side, homie. Anytime, son. Hey, y'all don't want it with us, man. We straight gangsters over here,
Straight
man.
gangsters.
Yo, damn. Hey, we tough, man.
So sports.
I feel like we should come back at them some kind of way. Hey, look, next show we got something for you.
Man, they're worried we're gonna like outproduce them.
Outproduce them.
We're executive producers.
Just tell jokes.
Yeah,
I did tell a pretty funny. I tweeted a pretty funny joke. They were talking about Eli Manning and all of his interceptions. So I came up with a joke while I was working. As I sent it to him, I said, "Why does Eli never purchase anything online?"
I don't know why.
Because he's afraid of all of his information getting intercepted.
Woo! Yeah, he's here all night, ladies and gentlemen. So please don't turn off the radio.
Hey, do you want another beer?
I would love another beer.
How does it feel to want?
Mother effer.
So,
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans.
I'm going to pistol whip that, Chris America.
Yeah, I hear you.
All over the place. I don't give a crap.
So what are we doing? We're talking about Urban Meyer finally? Come on. Let's get it out the way, man. Let's talk about Chris's hero.
Now, before we do that, I just want to let you guys know.
Come on.
I just want to let you guys know that this past week, I went down to Fort Lauderdale for a Britney Spears concert. Now, I did not attend.
What?
I did not attend.
Wait, where's this coming from?
Hold on. I did not attend the concert. I went there with my wife so she could watch it with her friend, and I stayed at the Hard Rock Casino. But the best thing about the concert is I could go onto 12ouncesportsradio.com, order tickets for concerts, sporting events, for any type of event you want. We got football season coming up. If you live in Connecticut and you want to watch the greatest college football team out there coming up August 30th, you can go to a live game, buy tickets on 12ozsportsradio.com, watch UConn get destroyed by UCF. Now, if you live in Orlando, obviously you're coming to our watch party that we're throwing locally. We'll have more information coming on that soon. Chris America talked about it earlier. But you can check out all the great ticket prices for all the events in your area. It includes concerts. It includes sporting events, football, baseball, basketball when it comes back. If you want to get tickets to see LeBron James and the Lakers destroy the Orlando Magic, you can do that on 12ouncesportsradio.com.
What night was this?
What night was what?
The Britney concert?
Saturday night, I think.
Oh, okay.
He went, by the way.
Yeah, we stayed the night over in Fort Lauderdale, went to the Hard Rock Casino. I won big. Nikoli, I didn't have to borrow any money from him. I played roulette. My number is 14. I hit it big. And I also played a little Casino War. You guys ever get up on that Casino War? Greatest game on the poker floor.
No.
No?
No,
It's like that kids game War. You don't have to think about it. They just throw a card down. If your card's bigger than the dealer's, you win. I was up big, Mac. I was up big.
You might have a condition, my friend.
I have a gambling problem. The other place I really like to gamble is on the golf course. So sometimes when I'm really feeling like I really want to take your money, Mac, I invite you out to golf. I go on 12ouncesportsradio.com, and I book a tee time. I go to the bottom of the page. I click on the link. I get a great deal on my tee time, and I win money by kicking the man with the golden mic's ass on the golf course. It is a win-win, my friends.
Well, that's probably going to happen because I don't golf.
So, Urban Meyer, I've heard that there's some news going on about Urban Meyer. We've got a lot of interesting stuff going on in college football. The most interesting part is this whole Urban Meyer debacle. I know the mainstream media has been playing this to death all day today. I saw breaking news right before our show that he has actually been placed on administrative leave. So we're talking about one of the top 3 coaches in all of college football. Some people will argue the best. I don't think he's as good as Nick Saban, but he is probably the 2nd or 3rd best coach in college football, up there with Dabo Swinney also. And this guy is getting placed on administrative leave. He is being tied to knowing information about a domestic violence case with one of his assistant coaches. This is nasty. We've gotten to the point, and this is a good thing that we've gotten to this point, but domestic violence is a red, hot-button topic in America. I think in sports especially, the Ray Rice incident completely turned all of the domestic violence issues in sports on their head, and instead of these guys getting 1 or 2 game suspensions or head coaches sliding it under the rug, we've become a society that we don't accept this anymore. And just the fact that Urban Meyer, as a big-time head coach, being linked to domestic violence, this is not good. It is not acceptable, and it doesn't sound like anybody's going to put up with it. Ohio State, even though they want to win so bad, they know that they have to do something, and they have put this man on administrative leave. Hopefully, we come out of this knowing finding out that maybe some of the accusations aren't true. But we need to get down to the details. We need to get the truth, and we need to find out what is going on in Ohio State. And we need to let them know that as the people, as the media, as the fans, we will not accept domestic violence being a part of our favorite sport. Don't you agree, Anthony?
I think it's a tragedy that winning takes precedent over almost everything, especially in college sports. I mean, we all know about the recruiting violations. We all know about the cover-ups with the police, the local police, if somebody gets in trouble or even is alleged to do a misdeed. Somebody has to put a stop to it. A name like Urban Meyer getting in trouble for it will put a stop to it. Rick Pitino put a stop to some of it, but a name like Urban Meyer would drop the hammer on everybody, man. And I never wish this upon anybody, as a coach or as the abused. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a bad situation all the way around. But somebody has to say enough's enough, and we're gonna take care of it. If Urban Meyer knew about this years ago, it's over for him at this point in time.
It was 2015 is when this happened, so it's a couple years back.
Yeah, so if he knew about this in 2015 and not only knew about it but covered it up and kept the coach on, like, if you knew about it and you said, hey, look, bro, we need to send you to get help or something, that's a different story. But if you're like, don't worry about it, we got people for that, this is an ugly situation all the way around. And I feel sorry for the abused. I feel sorry for the abuser because somebody could have said, look, this isn't right and you need help. But at the same time, it didn't happen, and Urban might lose a career over this. Absolutely.
I want to preface everything. Everybody knows I'm a Gator fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to preface this. I'm probably one of the few Gator fans that actually hated Urban Meyer after everything he did.
Wait, you hated him?
No, I never did.
Yeah, I'm
other Gator fans have hated him for, I guess, reasons why. But for me personally, I looked at it as, you got us 2 national championships. You put Florida back on the map, and had I been the Ohio State coach, and then for whatever reason I left and told everybody I'm retiring, and then a year later Florida comes calling, I'm gonna do what Urban Meyer did. I'm gonna take that job. That's my dream job. That's my favorite team. That was the team I liked growing up. So why wouldn't I take that job? So let me get that out of the way. I don't hate Urban Meyer.
Okay.
He's not like LeBron James.
Yeah.
I don't hate him either. With all that said, his biggest problem that he has is what he said last week. He emphatically denied knowing that this happened. Yeah. And he didn't just say, like, I never knew that this happened, but he also called out the reporter, and he's like, this report is bogus. Don't believe everything you read. This report is bogus. So what does the reporter do? He goes back and he asks the victim, like, hey, can I come talk to you again? She says yes. She invites him out, and she shows all of the text messages.
Yeah.
Exposes everything. Not just that she texted Shelly Meyer, but she texted all of the coaching wives. Now let me ask you this. If my girlfriend texted your wife, or your wife, Kyle, your wife, Anthony, and said, hey, Chris is beating me,
we'll beat your ass.
Is there any chance either of your wives are not telling you about that?
No. My wife is going to tell me immediately.
Right.
And she's going to demand me do something about it.
Right.
To be honest with you.
If she found out that you went back next Wednesday and I showed up and we just did business as usual, did the show as usual, and nothing happened, what do you think your wife would say to you?
I'm sleeping on the sofa, and I don't like sleeping on the sofa.
What about you, Kyle?
No, I'm with Anthony on this. You have to take action. If my wife knows, that means I know, and if I know, I can't just turn a blind eye to it. You can't walk away from it. You have to be the bigger person and address the issue and do what's right. And I think in these high-profile positions, when you're an athlete, a coach, you know that you're under the microscope. You know that you have to be better, especially as a coach. You are influencing young athletes. These are impressionable men and women that these college coaches are putting under their wing and showing them the right way. And when you're setting the example that it's okay to let something like that pass, that is just absolutely 100% unacceptable.
And in this day and age, I mean, Rick Pitino got the book thrown at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's done. He will never coach ever again. Like, if the Orlando Magic Junior League said, hey, man, you want to coach? They'll be like, nah, son, Rick Pitino can't coach with us. You know, that's where he's kind of headed. Because not only did he cover it up, like Chris said, he lied about it. Like, once you get caught, you got to say, look, this is the situation. This is what happened. This is why we did what we did. Instead of saying, no, the report is bogus and we're just going to just kind of sweep it under the rug. Dude, no doesn't work in 2018 when everything can be verified. Everything can be tracked back, bruh. So it's horrible.
I think what we don't realize is, I mean, I guess maybe these athletes or these coaches don't realize is the truth always comes out. It 100% always comes out. This past week, the Washington Nationals shortstop Trey Turner was in the spotlight. Josh Allen kind of had something similar around draft day.
There was like a Milwaukee pitcher that.
Yeah, there was a Milwaukee pitcher. I mean, this for Trey Turner, he had a situation where he had tweets in 2011.
Wow.
So we're going back 7 years that he had tweets, and they had anti-gay, gay slurs, racist undertones, all these old tweets. All this stuff gets resurfaced now. Why? Because somebody wants to have these clickbait articles that people want to know the information. And you know what? If you're that person where you put that out on the internet, you deserve that shame. You deserve it to come back up. You got to own that, man.
And I'm not going to say it's clickbait. Reporters are reporters. They report. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. I mean, do you have a personal vendetta against somebody? You could if you wanted to. But at the same time, that's what reporters do. I can't say it's clickbait. I mean, it's just what's going on in the world. Hey, look, I want to know everything about this guy. For one, I'm an owner. I'm investing millions of dollars in you. I want to know everything about you. You know what I'm saying? So
let's bring it back to Urban Meyer.
Why?
Because we got off a little bit off the beaten path.
We wanted to.
I was talking to the janitor, El Jefe, the Jefe.
While you were live on air, you were talking to him?
No. I was talking to him before I came over here because I honestly asked him if he wanted to come on and talk about it, and he says he's helping his daughter move. He's actually been in a bubble. I mean, his initial reaction is honest. He kind of, not knowing much about it, was like, man, I'm so tired of the guy that didn't commit anything wrong is the one that gets crucified. And I understand that, and I told him, like, the biggest problem right now is that he lied. If he would have come out and said last week, yeah, we knew about it. We've been working hard to help out Courtney. We tried to help out Zach.
Exactly.
We tried to resolve the issue in-house. I think this thing would have just gone away.
It would have been big.
It would have been big. We would have said, like, maybe Meyer should have done more.
Yeah.
But he was honest. You can do a lot of things in life. Lying is not one of them. And you can also lie, but you can't lie about domestic violence, rape, and murder. Those are three things you can't lie about.
Drugs.
Nobody cares about lying about drugs.
It depends on what kind of drugs.
Yeah, even then, it's like
if players are smoking marijuana, that's one thing. They're doing crystal meth, that's a totally another.
I mean, we all watch Breaking Bad. It seems pretty cool to do, right?
What about those bath salts that turn people into zombies and they eat people's faces off?
Oh man, that was a wild time to live in, right?
We're
over here making fun of kids eating Tide Pods, but there was a time and place where we were eating bath salts and eating people's faces off.
I never did that.
No, neither did I. Like,
Okay,
is that something we have to clarify? Like, I've never had bath salts and ate somebody's face off.
Just making sure you white people.
But I'm just saying that drugs are bad. Okay.
Drugs are bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drugs are bad.
And I think that's going to be Meyer's downfall. Now, the Rehab Sports guys posted, should Meyer be fired? The obvious answer is yes.
Whoa, you're going to fire him?
I think they should.
Wow.
I think we're at a place in time where a college campus and a college football program can no longer be a what is the word I'm looking for? A safe haven for criminals. There's other words I'm looking for, but they're like escaping me right now. Where they're accessories to crime, not accessories to crime, but they're basically a safe haven for murder, or not murderers, but for rapists, a safe haven for domestic abusers. Like we can't do this anymore, man. This is the third Big Ten school that has been accused of being a safe haven. Like we already talked about Paterno at Penn State. We know all about Michigan State. Now, Ohio State's times 2 because they had earlier this summer the accusations of the wrestlers and the doctor from decades ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like this has got to stop. Head coaches can no longer be protectors of these guys. They need to call them out. They need to say, look, football's not that important, especially my wide receiver coach. Are you kidding me?
Okay, I'm going to go a little bit softer tone. If it was proven that he knew and did nothing about it, even though he lied about it, if he didn't do anything about it, that's even worse to me. Like if he lied and just to save face, that's one thing. But if he lied and he didn't do anything to correct the problem, then he should be fired. If he lied but he was trying to work back channels to work it out, maybe, hey, look, you need to go to rehab or something like that, I'm not going to give him a pass. I'm going to punish him a little bit, but I'm not going to give him a pass.
Right.
And I'm not going to fire him. But if he knew and did nothing and lied, yeah, then he should be fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he gets fired, does any other team touch him again?
No, he's just.
There would have to be like a 3 to 5 year waiting period. Because he's not
wait. There's
some
Tennessee
teams,
ever get a coach?
Yeah. Those would be the teams I could see doing it. Tennessee. Alabama, Texas.
Whoa, what? Alabama?
Texas. Yeah, I mean, Nick Saban's not going to be coaching forever.
He's like 70, man.
No, not now. Not now.
I think in 5 years, if Nick Saban retires and Urban Meyer's hanging around, there's no way they don't hire him. Those people don't care. Alabama fans don't give a damn.
That's kind of sad.
They really don't.
But yeah, you're right. They don't give a damn. They want to win the football.
Hey, you beat Auburn and you win national championships. That's all I care about.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I get it.
They'll tell you that he's a changed man and everything's good and move on.
Urban is young.
He's probably in his late 50s.
Yeah, so
mid to late 50s.
5 years, he could come back and have a comeback tour. He absolutely could do that. But yeah, I don't think anybody touches him for a minute. Not unless it's Tennessee and they're desperate because it's Tennessee.
And it's a shame to see a legacy like that because, like you said, he's young. He could have caught Nick Saban. If Nick Saban never wins the national championship, he'll retire at 6. Urban Meyer has 3. There's no doubt in my mind that if Urban Meyer coached another 10, 15 years,
he'll catch him.
He might be able to catch him. I'm not saying he would, but he's a hell of a coach, man. There's no denying that.
But man, it does suck because we're at a point in America where that moral compass is just pointing, right in the middle when it should be to the right. You're like, hey, look, this is what we do. This is how we handle problems. And now we're talking about a coach, somebody as coveted as Urban Meyer, who didn't do a damn thing. That's sad. That's the saddest thing of it all. Like, if he doesn't do a damn thing, what does the other coaches do? You know what I'm saying?
So that was the thing. Like I said, all of the coaches knew, and one of the points they made on the radio on my way over here was that
heard of it.
You got coaches that, have gone out to other jobs. You got a guy at Rutgers. You got a guy head coach. You get 2 other head coaches somewhere else.
This touches a lot of people.
And they're not gonna have to answer this. Like, what did you know? Why didn't you do anything about it? That kind of thing. And that's the way it should be. I'm sorry, but
players are gonna have to answer questions.
Yeah.
Everybody that was associated with that team for the last 3 years are going to have to answer questions.
I don't know how much the players are going to know, but the coaches, each other, they're on a personal level.
Yeah, but players,
Players they show up to practice, they do team meetings, and then they go and coaches know about their players. Players don't really know about their coaches.
I don't know about that. I can still see him. I can still see.
So you've coached football, right?
Yeah.
How much do you think your kids really know about what you do?
I mean, they were always over the house. They were always hanging out. Trust me, this is part of the environment.
Right.
We want them to feel like family. So family knows. You know what I'm saying? So I absolutely see this, especially in college where they're adults. They're adults. So, hey, look, we won a game. Hey, let's go have a beer or something. I could absolutely see that filtering down to some players, some close players. Absolutely.
So
yeah, I don't think it's gonna go that way though.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude,
if
this
it
is gonna
does,
touch everything, bro.
like I don't know how they're gonna be like, oh, Cardell Jones, what did you know?
He can say what he knew, but he also doesn't have that much liability.
No,
as Urban Meyer.
It's not his.
It's not my.
It sounds bad. It's not his responsibility.
It's not my responsibility. I'm a kid.
I mean, I feel like as a human, it's his responsibility.
Yeah,
but like you said, liability wise,
yeah, I'm a kid. I was just going with the flow. I was over at the house. I ate steak. That's about all.
But listen, coaches everywhere. This is now what, like your fifth example of
you got to do the right thing.
Of don't try to hide it. It's gonna come out, like you said. It's gonna come out, especially in today's technology world. All this got exposed because of text messages.
Well, my thing is also, why wouldn't you want to do anything about it? Like, I couldn't sit back and, like, really? Your wife is texting me, bro. We need to have a talk.
Yeah.
Tell me your side of the story. And if I hear it again, then we're going to go out back and handle the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would handle it. Obviously, it's a little bit different, and I don't get paid millions of dollars, but it is what it is.
All right. I think we went pretty deep into this subject, and it gets a
this
little
is what
serious.
happens.
I like to be a little bit more lighthearted, so I'm going to change gears a little bit. Hey, did you guys see that beating Serena Williams took on the tennis court the other day?
That's kind of fucked up, man.
No, I'm being serious. It was.
I know you are, but you go from like really domestic violence to come on, bro.
Man, this was the most lopsided loss of her career. This was the worst defeat of her career. She got her ass handed to her. If you can we not talk about tennis on our damn show? We gotta talk about Urban Meyer the whole time.
Use the word beating, man. It's like, come on.
Hey, I don't think we're connected right now. In fact, that thing says connecting. Jeff says that we went to commercial.
Oh, did we? Man, dude, we missed the best part of the show.
I think we're having internet problems.
I think Kyle shut us off. Kyle shut us down, bro.
No, the TV's having connecting issues too.
Uh-oh.
Internet went down.
So do we not have internet right now?
Nope, no internet.
Ooh.
Let me go check the router real quick.
Well,
probably the storm.
I guess we'll continue talking for the recorded show. Do you want to try your hotspot?
Hell, go to commercial. Man.
Let me see what we got going on. So if you're listening to the podcast on Friday, you're getting to hear what everybody else didn't get to hear.
Hell yeah.
You gonna plug it in here?
Kyle's trying to rub on me, man. What's up?
Apparently we lost connection. Info on airtime. We lost connection and the live radio doesn't get to hear. But you get to hear me ramble on about how the internet didn't get to hear it on our Friday night show.
For sure.
Anthony can talk too.
I'm talking. I'm good. We're talking about Urban Meyer. We're done with Urban
we're
Meyer.
back. According to Jeff, we're back.
We're back. Sweet. Yeah, stop messing around.
Shady's
bro.
back again. Shady's back.
That is so.
Tell
light.
a friend. You like Shady.
Yeah, but he wasn't like that.
Guess
bro.
who's back?
Hey,
Guess who's
that
back?
was
Hey,
so
America,
Guess
we
who's
are
back?
back.
Guess
Like
who's
Slim Shady over here is telling you. We had some technical difficulties, lost some internet connection, bad
So
storms here in the greater Central Florida area.
You missed a lot of good talk, but you can catch it on Friday at 3:30 on 12 Ounce Sports Radio when we do the rewind.
All right.
Rewind.
Rewinding.
So let's kind of get off of that. Did you have a weird story of the week, Kyle, or no?
No, I've got all kinds of weird stuff to talk about.
It's loud,
we will have a special guest coming on here in about 7 minutes. So to fill the time, I do have a couple other things I want to talk about. This Serena Williams thing, we should let this go. Do you think she's done? Like, is she past her prime? Is she over? Worst defeat of her career? Is this the end of the great Serena Williams as we know her? 36 years old.
36 years old, after a baby, in a sport where you kind of top off at, 25, 26, especially in the women's side.
I have no idea if that's true, but I'll take your word for it.
It's true. Like, they don't go.
They do fall off. It's very rare. It's like there's a few Tom Brady's, like Martina Navratilova.
Just on the women's side, though, right? Because I feel like Pete Sampras and Andre Agassi and now
on the women's side.
Okay, because the men, like,
side.
I feel like they just play forever.
Yeah, the men play forever, but the women kind of fall off a little bit. It's just what it is. I'm not saying she's done, but she might need to be more selective of what she's doing. You know, maybe not do every tournament. You know.
Yeah, maybe focus just on the majors.
Yeah.
Speaking of another world-class talent, one of the GOATs like Serena Williams. This Friday, Johnny Football making his debut as the starting quarterback of the Montreal Alouettes. Are you guys excited about this?
Ooh.
We need to do a watch party.
Hold on, but he got traded.
To the Alouettes, right?
Yeah.
Starting for the Alouettes. That's what I said.
So did you hear the full story on this?
I didn't hear the full story, but I'm sure you will give us the abridged
was he
version.
partying too much in Canada?
So they were, the team had another quarterback. I can't remember what his name was, but he was an old Oregon quarterback when Scott Frost was there. And the crowd started chanting. This is after they traded him to this team. The crowd started chanting, "We want Johnny, we want Johnny." After the game, whoever that quarterback was from Oregon, I'll have to look it up, was like, "Man, that was totally disrespectful by the fans. I'm out here giving it all I got. I'm not giving fans nothing anymore. I'm not giving them. I'm not signing nothing. I'm not giving them any equipment and everything." And the next day, they go with Johnny Manziel and they start him. And then he comes back and he's like, "I'm really sorry. I was just really upset. I didn't mean to say anything.
I didn't mean it. It was an accident,
baby.
man."
Wow, but they still traded Johnny after that.
No. This was
the new team. He was a Rough Rider for life.
No, he wasn't on the Rough Riders.
Oh, you're right.
He was on Hamilton.
Like the musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, so he got traded to this other team that already had a starter, and that starter was playing football. And I guess he wasn't doing bad, but he wasn't doing good. And so they started chanting, "We want Johnny." And afterwards, he went off. He's like, "Yo, I'm out here giving all I have, and y'all are disrespecting me. I'm not signing nothing. I'm not giving away equipment anymore."
But Johnny's a starter now.
Now he is.
He's the starter. You earned the job.
Wow, dude.
Fair
hey,
and
look,
square.
man, you're in Canada, bro. They don't play around.
Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the Canada, man.
Canada, eh?
All right, one other topic real quick before we have our guests come on I do want to talk about. So the Sports Turd came out with their top college football power rankings. Number 1, Alabama. No surprises there.
Okay.
Number 2, Clemson. Number 3, Ohio State, though that may change. Number 4, Georgia. Number 5, Washington. Special honorable mention / other notables. FSU comes in at 18 on the power rankings. Not too shabby, Anthony.
I'm not mad at that.
UCF comes in at number 24 on the power rankings.
Wow.
And then other teams also receiving votes. FAU and Florida.
Yeah.
So just throwing that out there. FAU?
How what?
How Florida?
How is Florida State number 18?
How Florida is
That's a really good question.
I just want to interrupt that thought for a little bit.
Go ahead.
Right now, Dilevo, the Cursed, is in a Twitter beef with Reality Check-In about the Rams and the 49ers. And,
yeah.
But I love him because he takes time out of his Twitter beef to tell us that Jeremiah Masoli is the guy I'm thinking of from Oregon. That's who was the quarterback
Hey, nobody
guys remember him?
cares.
Wow.
Who it
No,
is.
he's the guy that Johnny Manziel replaced.
I know.
Wow. That's been a
Go
while.
get him, Johnny Football. Go get him.
Johnny Football's better than that guy anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Johnny Football's better than that guy.
I mean, Johnny Football, Texas A&M, Johnny Football. Not Cleveland Browns Johnny Football, but Texas A&M Johnny Football was one of the
he was
best.
in Cleveland, so. Man, Baker Mayfield. I'm excited to watch that guy.
Supposedly he's doing really good.
I think he's winning the job.
Like,
man.
I think they still start Tyrod
Yeah.
Taylor,
Uh-huh.
but I think about week 5 they gotta put Baker in.
And then so they'll probably go 0-5. And
Come
then
on.
hold on. And then
Come on.
they'll go 8-3 the rest of the way, right?
No.
Yes.
And then they'll go to the playoffs as a wild card, like Anthony said, and also like Anthony said, they'll win the Super Bowl.
Come on, man. Look, dude. Tyrod's gonna win him a couple of games, man. Seriously, he's gonna push him over.
I mean, so
They're
what
not
is he gonna go
0-5.
2-3?
I think he go 3-2.
If he's going 3-2, they're not going to replace him unless the offense is just struggling hard.
They would. They still would. Baker's gonna put fans in the seats.
Baker might win the starting job.
If the first 5 games the Browns are 3-2, they're going to be sold out no matter what.
Sold out.
Cleveland will be losing their damn minds if they start the season 3-2.
LeBron's gone, so they gotta watch something.
Hey, if they go 3-2, all of the major sports outlets will be replaying Loudbeard's bold prediction that the Cleveland Browns would win the Super Bowl, and then they would be coming back and saying, "This crazy man with the golden mic tweeted this well before the season even started. Look at Cleveland coming in hot."
That wasn't my tweet.
You know Cleveland's coming in hot.
I don't drunk tweet. I just don't. I don't drunk tweet.
I don't think it was a drunk tweet. I think it came in at like 3:45 in the afternoon. So unless you're drinking early.
I drank early, but I wasn't drunk tweeting, bro. That wasn't me. It wasn't me.
It looks like him.
It wasn't
I don't
me.
know what to say.
I think it's him. It's got to be him.
It wasn't me.
Okay, I hate to change gears too much here. We've got college football coming. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know you guys are excited. We have our watch party coming up. Red Eye Tavern in Winter Springs. We are doing
moonshine.
They do sell moonshine, flavored moonshine. One of the best places to get moonshine in all of Central Florida. They are going to be hosting a watch party event that is going to be with the Scout team. We're doing the pregame live, and as I speak of that, we are going to bring on a special guest, one of the brand new shows to 12-Ounce Sports Radio, and a good friend now of the show. Welcome aboard, friend. You are on the air. This is Dominic from We Talk Sports Good. Am I getting all that right?
Sports Good.
Yes. What's up? What's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
We appreciate the shout out with the name earlier. We had the exact same thought that you guys said. We're like, we talk sports all right, I guess, and why not just say we're good, right?
that was kind of our thought process with the name Scout Team Sports, because we're sitting here thinking like, okay, like we're not gonna be great. We're not gonna be the starter. We're not even gonna be the bench players. Like we're gonna be the Scout Team of radio. Like we'll get you ready for your weekend, but we're don't expect us to play like Joe Montana or even who's that guy that I can't think of that
Tom
butt
Brady.
fumble. No, the butt fumble guy.
Tom Brady.
Who's the butt fumble
Mark
guy?
Sanchez.
The
The
Yeah.
Sanchez.
The
That's right.
franchise.
So I think
That's right.
I think we should steal your name and make it our tagline. The Scout Team. We talk sports good. I love it.
Hey,
It's
whatever,
gotta-
put it out there.
All right, we're getting it.
All right, so
Yeah.
so Dominic, tell us a little bit about what you guys are going to be talking about tonight.
Yeah, so tonight we're going to just go dive into, or try to at least attack that deadline last night for MLB. We'll try to also get a little bit of training camp, and I know with Red and Thomas over here, they're going to be going at it with the NFL pretty big. So that's going to spend a lot of time tonight. We're going to have a big college football show next week, but always stay tuned to the end of our show because Thomas always has a fun segment at the end. It's his tweet of the week, and you always love going back and finding those old athlete tweets. We always pull the Kevin Durant ones out a lot, but he pulls one out. Randall and I have to try to guess, and we try to keep tally on who can guess the tweet right. I mean, you can't hate on those KD tweets. I mean, they're gold.
Yeah, he's pretty interesting.
Yeah, now you gotta pull out like random people's tweet and guess like, is this a random person or is this a KD burner account?
Which one, KD, real or not?
Right, exactly.
That would be a good one. Now with this trade deadline,
yeah,
it was pretty exciting this time of year. I was disappointed, not that Bryce Harper wasn't traded because I am a Nats fan, so I'm glad he stayed. But there was all this hype going into the night before, like, oh my God, Bryce Harper, they're exploring a trade. And then you come in the next morning, and all of a sudden it's like, nah, we changed our mind. And then everything else was disappointing after
But they
that.
weren't just like, nah, we changed our mind. But then they're like, nah, but we're going to put up 25 points.
Yeah, that's 25 runs the same
I
night.
mean,
Let's
it's the
do
Mets.
it. Well, yeah, that's true.
Well, what I was saying is they're going all in Herschel Walker type return, and if no one puts that out there, all right, fine, I guess we'll keep him.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad way to go. And then the Orioles completely dump everybody except Adam Jones blocks a trade to leave Baltimore. He's like, I like it here. My family likes it here. I like this team. We're going to suck, but I'm just going to stay on this team. You can't trade me.
He's probably like, I just bought Ravens season tickets.
Yeah.
So
I want to see Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar's
so-
going to light it up this year.
I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah, I mean, Baltimore and Philly, I mean, can't live in both places isn't really a plus, I would say, but
Yeah, that's a good point. No, Philly's having a great year, surprisingly. They're playing a lot better than I thought they would. I knew Arrieta would help, but, man, they're putting it up. They're doing good. Hey,
yeah, you got the magician Gabe Kapler over there, the analytics.
Yeah. Good times, good times. So where are you located at? So we're here in Orlando, Florida, and I didn't do my research very well. This is Loudbeard talking. Where are you located? And tell us a little bit about some of your favorite teams so we get to know about you a little bit more.
Yeah, so we are kind of spread out through Texas right now. We're all in Texas. We all went to the same school down in Central Texas at Mary Hardin Baylor. And I'm in the Fort Worth area, and both the guys are in East Texas. If I say the name of the towns, no one will ever hear of them. But Thomas is our Houston guy. Randall is actually, with him from East Texas, he is a mix of our Dallas/New Orleans. And I was actually from Michigan, so I bring in that northern perspective of the group.
Nice. So you said from Baylor. Do you remember the 2013 Fiesta Bowl?
We are Mary Hardin Baylor. We are not Baylor. We don't. No, we don't want any part of that.
Okay.
Oh, well, he's going to tell you anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
No, go ahead. Tell him.
I don't want to tell him now. It's not fun.
No, he's talking about how UCF beat Baylor.
I mean,
exactly. Go ahead.
The immortal Blake Bortles dissected the Baylor team that year. That was with Art Briles as a coach.
I don't. So we don't associate with Baylor. We stay away. We won RG3 national championship a couple years ago, so we're going to take that. I'm just going to throw it out there. I interned in actually the Orlando area a couple of years ago. Met some good UCF buddies. I'm all national champs, UCF night, baby.
My man.
Hang up the phone on. Hang up the phone on. Hang up the phone. Dude, this is rigged.
Anthony's just a hater.
This is rigged. Hang up the phone. Nah, bro. You guys brought a ringer on the show. That's what this is. Nah, man.
Man, this guy is awesome.
So
you're welcome back anytime. Go Knights.
So tonight's your first night on 12 ounce, correct?
That's right.
All right. So how long?
That is correct.
How long have you guys been doing this radio podcast thing?
We actually just started last year. We started about the start of NFL. We did NFL and then a college show. We did two separate ones, but we're going to try to start with just one show right now and maybe eventually work our way to two shows again.
Awesome.
And you're on from 9:30 until what time tonight? Sorry, well
10:30.
9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, it makes it sound like we stay up late, but hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, we don't stay up
late. I mean, in the West Coast, it's like still 5 o'clock, so you're good.
Yeah, drive time home.
We'll West Coast drive home.
And like in Hawaii, it's probably like 1 o'clock in the morning there. I don't know. It's like Hawaii's forever far away. All right, man. Well, we appreciate you calling in. We saw that you guys are coming in after us. I think you should call in every single night that you guys are going to have a show, and we can, talk about what you guys are talking about, get our fans hyped up, so we can carry on over till 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, and 9:30 p.m. Filipino time.
Yeah, Filipino.
Yeah, we love it.
9:30 a.m. Filipino
you guys
time.
are welcome to join us anytime, and I'll send one of the other guys over every once in a while so you can kind of throw them out there.
Yeah, sure, man.
Absolutely, man. And that's right. For all of our 12-ounce sports radio listeners, make sure you listen in to these guys. They talk sports good. Or we talk sports good?
No, they do. We don't.
We don't talk sports good at all.
Who talks sports good?
They do, not us.
Yeah, they do.
Who's on first? All right, man. Thank you so much for coming on. And all the listeners out there, make sure you check these guys out. They are awesome, and we're excited that you have joined the team and joined the family.
Yeah, we go off at 9 o'clock, go take a shower, grab a beer, grab your lady, and then tune back in at 9:30. Take a 30-minute break and tune in.
Thank you, guys. We're excited to join.
All right, man. We look forward to listening to you tonight.
Have a
good
great night. Thank you.
You too.
See you.
All right, man. I like that we're bringing together some of our 12-ounce sports family, and we're expanding. We're growing. This is awesome.
12-ounce sports has just been gangbusters since it first started. It started off as a little station. I remember when he offered it to us, and we're like, I don't know if we want to join. We kind of listened, and the Hefe's just been busting his butt, putting together so many great shows. Like we said, like Wednesday, every day is really good, but Wednesday is also, I think, one of the most solid days. Sunday needs a little work, but we'll work that out. But Wednesdays, you got Girls Beer Sports, you got. Sorry, I just burped. I didn't want to burp in the microphone. You got us. You got those guys. We talk sports good. I don't know if my microphone's going well.
You're just talking. It's fine. Keep going.
Keep going, man.
Keep
You're
going.
okay.
Keep it going.
I can see you. You're right here. You're just
You're spiking. You're peaking.
He peaked early.
So did you have a weird story of the week or no?
Just don't
No,
egg
I
him
didn't.
on. Don't egg him on.
My dummy
bro.
all-star was the shark story.
Don't
Oh, was
egg
that
him
your
on.
dummy
That
all-star?
was my dummy all-stars.
Yeah,
I say we go into some Oprah solids.
Man, we got to extend these out, man. We got 6 more minutes.
Okay.
Dude,
hey.
Oprah solids go wild, bro. Like, they don't go quick. You make them go quick.
All right, my Oprah solid goes to LeBron James.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
And his beard. That's
Okay.
it. I just want a couple minutes. No, his school. He opened up a school.
Jackass, bro. You took mine.
To all those people that say shut up and dribble, like seriously, you can't say nothing about LeBron James anymore, in a negative light.
Not like that.
On his personal level, because he's doing it, man. He puts up and he shuts up.
He put his mouth.
Yeah, he put his money where his mouth
Something
is.
like that.
So unless you're giving free tuition and free bikes and free dinner and free pantries to parents and all the other stuff that goes along with his school, unless you're doing that, then shut up and report the news.
Man, you took mine.
Yeah,
bro.
that's why I said it, because I knew you were gonna say that. Oprah solid, LeBron James.
You're a jackass, bro.
Yeah, you're the jackass telling me I hate on the guy.
All right. So I got one for you. Oprah Solid's Urban Meyer, a cautionary tale. Do the fucking right thing, man.
That should be a book by Anthony Mack. Oprah solid, Urban Meyer, a cautionary tale.
Do the right thing.
And in parentheses, do the right thing.
You got to do the right thing, man. Like, I know in life we get comfortable and we get complacent and we just go along and we see the one guy doing something, we're just like, hey, you know what, that guy did it, so I'm gonna do it. You gotta follow your conscience, man. If it's wrong, it's wrong. So hey, Urban Meyer, you should have bucked up, bruh. You should have known better. He should have known better. He should have said, look, I can't have you on my staff and we're going to report you if you continue. Or you could have tried to help him. Doing nothing doesn't help anybody. It didn't help her. It didn't help Shelly, right?
It didn't help him.
It didn't help him.
His wife.
So,
And I was going to say, like, that seems to be like a new norm. Hey, you're getting in trouble, just throw your wife under the bus. Hey, Peyton Manning, you're getting steroids. It's for my wife.
Come on.
Hey, Philadelphia 76ers GM, you're tweeting about players? No, that was my wife.
That was my wife. Yeah, you got to step up and do the right
Hey,
thing.
a coach is beating his wife and you knew about it? No, I didn't know about it. My wife knew about it, but I didn't know about it.
Yeah. So, do the right thing, no matter what. No matter how hard it is. Do the right thing. Otherwise, you end up suspended and on the hot seat ready to get fired from Ohio State.
My other Oprah solid is to Kona Brewing Company, their Castaway India Pale Ale. Solid stuff.
Is that good stuff?
Yeah, man.
I want to taste. Big Wave, right?
They got Big Wave Golden Ale, and I thought it was another Big Wave, but I guess I grabbed one of your Castaways.
Castaway.
Come on, man. You're taking all my beers. You're a beer snob.
I took his PBR, so.
All right, so I've got a Oprah solid. Got to give it out to my boy J.R. Smith. After having a great run into the finals this year, he's out at a club late at night, 2:30 a.m., just enjoying himself, walking down the street. Fan comes up to him and says, hey, J.R., can I take a picture with you, man? And he says, hey, man, no pictures, no pictures. And the guy takes a picture of him anyway. J.R. says, man, takes his cell phone, grabs it out of the dude's hand, and throws it into a construction site. The dude calls the police and says,
wait, how did he call the police if he just lost his cell phone?
he found a payphone.
He found a payphone?
Then he had to look for quarters.
Yep, so he finds a payphone. You know, payphones now are 78 cents to make a call.
I did not.
So he finds a payphone. He calls the police.
He
and
called
now,
Nikoli, the loan shark. He loaned him 78
And now
cents.
there's a serious investigation going on J.R. Smith for snatching and throwing away a man's cell phone. So, J.R., keep it real, my friend. Keep it real.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Just give the guy $500 to go buy another cell phone.
Yeah, I also have one other Oprah solid. This is another good one. You guys are going to like this one.
Go ahead.
Warren Moon, CFL legend,
NFL legend.
Yeah, what are you talking about, bro?
Better than Dan Marino, but go on.
He was a CFL legend.
He was.
But
go on.
he's also an NFL.
Okay, well, let me build up to my point.
All
Okay,
right,
you guys
go
are
on.
assholes. So Warren Moon, CFL legend and NFL legend apparently,
Yes.
tells the world that NFL teams will be watching Johnny Manziel this Friday for his first CFL game. The NFL wants Johnny Football back, and they're interested in Johnny Football. So, Oprah Solid to you, Warren Moon,
Warren
for
Moon said
stating the obvious. He is a CFL legend. He is an NFL legend, and he is a man that knows what he is talking about. He said general managers want Johnny Football. They want to keep an eye out on him. They want to make sure that he is back in the NFL.
Was he high when he said this?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was high on bath
He
salts.
does look high on.
I want to say he looks kind of high.
He actually ate off a person's face afterwards because all the bath salts got to him.
That's a weird one. I don't know. You find the weird ones, bro. You really do.
Yeah, I've been called weird things before.
I bet. I guarantee it.
All right, so that's been a great show tonight. We want to thank all of our listeners for always listening in live. And if you're catching the replay on Fridays at 3:30 on 12 Ounce Sports Radio, or if you want to catch us on a podcast, we do record every live show. We will have it on iTunes. You can search at Scout Team Radio, and you can always check out Spotify. We're moving up in the world. Spotify's taken over the podcast arena.
Spotify.
Dude,
we're on Google Play, too.
We are on Google Play, man.
Holy smokes, man. We're moving up.
We are moving up, man. We're moving up,
What
and
else
it's
we
looking
on?
good. We're a little bit of everywhere, so always check us out. So, anyway, you guys have any parting words?
Yeah, man. Tune into this Twitter debate between Reality Check-In, Matthew Melendez, and DeVillo the Cursed from RSG. They're going at it on the 49ers, man. It's hilarious.
The 49ers suck, man.
Hey, DeVillo says, don't sweat anything. Niners will be 9-10. We out.
We out.
Not 9-10, 9 or 10 wins. Sorry. We out.
9 or 10 wins.
We are out. Thank you guys for listening. As always, we love you guys. Have a good evening.
Who's your daddy?
We're out like Mike Trout.
Hey, was I loud this episode? I think I was pretty loud.
We'll find out when we listen back.
You jackasses.
You're still live. You know that right now.
Who cares?
Yeah, we know.
Do what you do, man. I was born on a river.
Man, those are some sexy, sexy tunes you're dishing out there. Good night, y'all.